So the next final on the track, the women's 4x400 metre relay. The final day of athletic action. We bring together the sprint and the longer sprint relays, and the women's 4x4 will be the first ones to get up and running. Should be an absolutely super race and potentially a very quick race as well. There's your full lineup. And we're going to wax lyrical very shortly, potentially, about Jamaica and their chances. England in there as well. They were the lead qualifiers. Bronze medalist from Delhi, Canada, will start out in lane number 8. Four athletes, 4 laps of the track. The first lap, of course, for the lead-off leg, stay in their lanes. But here's the team from Canada. They won bronze in Delhi 4 years ago. Audrey Jean-Baptiste, semi-finalist in the 400 metres. She'll lead off. Dor, Montcalm and Chase. Lane number 7, Trinidad and Tobago. That's Shauna Furman. She ran a season's best in the 400 metres here. She'll pass on to Williams, Belili and Modesta. In lane number 6, Christine Ahuragu, 2 times the world champion, the Olympic champion in 2008, silver in London. She's been given the lead-off leg. Then on to Cox, Massey and Honora. Lane 5, Australia. Annalise Ruby, running the heats here of the 400 metres. Sargent, Wells, Mitchell.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this channel. This esteemed commentary. So, welcome, and today we have good things that I have prepared for you. We are looking back to one of the most exciting relay races in games history from the 2 countries, this is Jamaica and Nigeria, the women's 4x400 meters relay finals. By the end of the race, Jamaica not only captured the gold medals, but also shattered the game's history records with all outstanding performances.
And what to show Benjamin and Abugan complete their lineup. But Jamaica, well, there's Christine Day. She won bronze in the 400 metres. The silver medalist, there she is. Noveline Williams-Mills will run second. Anastasia Leroy will run third. And the 400 metre champion, Stephanie McPherson, will run last. All 3 medalists from the 400 in the Jamaican team. Lane 2, the Bahamas, Christine Amatil. She led off in the qualifying. She'll pass on to Shawnee Miller. Then we have Clark and Byfield. And completing the lineup, the defending champions from India, Pavmama Mashetira. She ran this leg in qualifying, a 400 metre semi-finalist here. She'll pass on to Tintu, Cora and Thomas complete their lineup. So the women's 4x400 metre final. Jamaica have all 3 individual medalists in the 400 metre flat in their team. You add in Anastasia Leroy on the 3rd leg. Didn't even need to bring in Khalees Spencer, their 400 metre hurdle champion. They could have if they wanted. India, Bahamas, Jamaica, Nigeria, Australia, England, Trinidad and Tobago and Canada, the final of the women's 4x400 metre relay. The rain starts to fall. So away for the first time of asking. Expect Christine Ahuragu from England, the world champion, to go down the back straight, be in contention and finish strong. Jamaica are going well in lane number 3. Nigeria as well with Patience George in lane number 4. The Nigerians have caught back the stagger already on Ruby from Australia. Ahuragu of England, lane number 6. Jean-Baptiste of Canada in the outside lane going well. But Nigeria at the moment with Patience George, she's going to sweep into the home straight with a bit of a lead. Jean-Baptiste still running well from Canada. But Christine Ahuragu, the strength of the world champion, coming down the home straight. England are going to pass over in the lead. Ahuragu to Shayna Cox. Shayna Cox ran a 51-second split yesterday in qualifying, a semi-finalist here in the 400 metres. She's taking the first bend easy. She's going to drop back as they come in from the stagger in 3rd place. and Jamaica sweep into the lead. Novelyn Williams-Mills, the silver medalist in the 400 metres, powering down the back straight. Look at the gap now. Jamaica are leading this one. Nigeria with Olamana Omotosho, a semi-finalist in the individual 400 metres, Omotosho. She's trying to claw back Williams-Mills of Jamaica. Shayna Cox clear in third and bronze at the moment. Australia are in fourth, but Jamaica are going to lead. Williams-Mills, she'll hang on to Anastasia Leroy. Oh, a little bit of a mess up on the Nigerian changeover as well. Omotosho onto Ada Benjamin. The Indians have gone, they've dropped the baton. The rain is steaming down here now, but Jamaica are flying down the back straight. But here comes the Nigerian, the third leg runner, trying hard to close the Jamaican lead. There's a real battle potentially going to go on for the minor places. Leroy from Jamaica kicks into the home straight. Benjamin of Nigeria here, she ran the first leg in qualifying. She's been swapped in the legs, but it's Jamaica, and this isn't going to plan. We thought they'd be a lot further ahead. Jamaica and Nigeria are going to hand over virtually in a deadline. England are still in third, Australia are still in fourth, Trinidad in fifth. And there's a little bit of a trip on the first bend. Who's going to go down the back straight in the lead? It's Nigeria. Jamaica are tracking, Jamaica are passed. England at the moment are clear in third place with Annika Onora. Kelly Massey handed on to her. The last 200 metres, Jamaica are leading. Stephanie McPherson, the individual 400-metre champion. You're going to expect, and she's going to want to hold on for Nigeria's last leg runner. Abogun has nothing for Nigeria. Stephanie McPherson, she's going to stride away. The bronze is safe for England, and the 400-metre individual champion, subject to confirmation, a games record of 3 minutes 23.83 seconds. And the Jamaican has a second gold medal of these Commonwealth Games. And it went to plan, but maybe the gap wasn't as big as one expected when you had all three 400-metre individual medalists. But it is a gold medal for Jamaica in a games record, beating that of Australia, set back in Manchester in 2002. And the athletes are absolutely soaking wet, but it doesn't matter. Jamaica are your champions. And that, John Rawling, maybe a little bit closer in terms of Nigeria pushing Jamaica than we thought, but a good race.
It was a great third leg, wasn't it, for Nigeria from Benjamin. Gave it everything, and Abogun, fair play to her on that last lap when she took the baton. She wasn't just going to let McPherson dictate, she went for it and went past her in the first 100 metres, and McPherson was left having to respond down the back straight. We knew McPherson was the class act, being the individual champion, but eventually Nigeria coming home in second place, and that would also have been inside the old games record, 3:24.71. Really good performance from Jamaica. We expected that, but I don't think we anticipated that Nigeria were going to push them quite as closely as they did, and England solidly taking the bronze.
Yeah, it was a good race, some good individual legs, but the team of Jamaica, well, they're going to go on their lap of honour. Another medal for the Jamaican sprint relays. And you can see here on the last leg, the individual champion, McPherson, as Annika Onora of England. Obviously fourth in the 200 metres was Onora, and a personal best, 22.64 seconds. Drafted into the 4x4, she can run a good one. But look at that down the back straight. The individual champion gliding past the last leg. Folashade Abogun of Nigeria. And once you're in that position and you're in control, and I can tell you, once you're in good shape and a medalist at a major championships, nobody's going to pass you in that position. England were isolated in the bronze medal position. A good run by them, Ahuragu, Cox, Massey and Onora. But it was Jamaica, and comfortably Jamaica in the end, wasn't it, that won the first of our sprint relay finals here tonight. Of course, we'll have the men's 4x4 to come and the 2 short sprint relays as well. But it was a good team from Jamaica, and it was a good order. And Christine Day there, the bronze medalist, 51.09 seconds in the individual 400 metres, John, that set them up nicely. Good team order, good runners.
Strong athletes on the first leg. It's good thinking, good tactics. Christine Day getting them out well. And see how close it was at the change over there. That's before the final lap, and you also see the conditions. It was absolutely pouring during that relay, and Abogan bravely taking it out and grabbing the lead from McPherson, but in the end McPherson was just too classy.
She was indeed. So they got 1, 2, 3 in the individual 400 metres, and it's Jamaica that take women's 4x4 100-metre gold.
We have the 100 metres hurdles presentation now, and a brilliant performance by the Australian Sally Pearson.
Wow, welcome back, my lovers, and thank you for staying tuned. I know you have watched a lot, so the atmosphere inside the stadium was electric as the world-based quarter-millers prepared for one final test. Rain had fallen throughout the evening, making every exchange and every stride more difficult. On a wet track, maintaining speed while avoiding mistakes requires tremendous confidence and technical ability. Yet both Jamaica and Nigeria showed exactly why they were considered the favorite heading into the final. Jamaica entered the race with a remarkable lineup consisting of individuals 400-meter medalists Christine Day, Novin Williams, Mill, Anastasia Leroy, and Stephen Ann Mifon. Each athlete provided a world-class experience, making Jamaica the team everyone expected to beat. However, expectation alone never win relay races, especially under difficult weather conditions. Nigeria was equally determined to a challenge for the title. Their quota of Patience Ekon coach, Regina George, Ada Benjamin, and Folashek Abogan had proven throughout the competition that they possessed the speed and determination to compete with the very best of Jamaican. They knew that if they executed clean baton exchanges and stayed within striking distance, anything could happen during the final lap. As the starting gun fired, the race immediately developed into the expected showdown between Jamaica and Nigeria. The opening leg was run aggressively, with both teams refusing to give away valuable ground. Even on the rain-soaked track, the athletes maintained impressive rhythm and composure while carefully navigating every gap. Christine Day gave Jamaica a strong opening, putting the defending favorite in an excellent position. Her smooth running and controlled pace allowed Jamaica to remain among the leaders while setting up the second leg perfectly. Nigeria responded brilliantly, refusing to let Jamaica build a comfortable advantage. The race quickly became a thrilling head-to-head contest. So, Nolan Williams Mills then took the baton for Jamaica and demonstrated exactly why she was one of the world's most respected 400 meters runners. She gradually increased Jamaica's advantage with powerful running down the back straight while remaining technically efficient despite the wet conditions. Every stride reflected years of experience competing on the biggest international stages. Nigeria continued applying pressure throughout the middle stages. Their athletes matched Jamaicans' intensity, and prevented the race from becoming one-sided. The gap remained small enough that the final two legs would ultimately determine the destination of the gold medal. When Anastasia Leroy received the baton, Jamaica continued executing nearly flawless relay exchanges. Clean baton passes often decide relay championships, and Jamaica's precision allowed them to maintain momentum while their rivals fought desperately to stay close. Leroy's strong leg kept Jamaica in command heading into the anchor. Now, one of the biggest taking points after the race was Jamaica's tactical execution. Every baton exchange was efficient. Every athlete ran with confidence, and each runner understood her role perfectly. The relay was a reminder that championship success depends not only on individual talent, but also on teamwork, preparation, and flawless execution under pressure. The rainy weather made Jamaica's game record even more remarkable. Wet track can reduce tractions, slow runners, and increase the risk of costly mistakes during baton exchanges. Yet Jamaica overcame every obstacle to produce one of the finest relay performances of the competition. Years later, this race continues to be remembered as a classic example of Jamaican relay excellence. It highlighted the country's incredible depth in the women's 400 meters and reinforced Jamaica's reputation as one of the world's greatest sprinting nations. The fifth challenge from Nigeria also elevated the quality of the race, making it an unforgettable contest for athletics fans everywhere. Now, if you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Kindly please be blessed wherever you are, and I love you so much. Continue staying tuned in this channel. Be blessed.